Kip up!
This past Monday Night Raw, we saw a great match in the main event between Jey Uso and Gunther. It was a very good match, very hard-hitting. The Netflix executives were there to see it. Jey Uso was booked very strong. It goes to show just how strongly the WWE views Jey Uso. He essentially won the match. In the end, he went for the pin. He would have won if it wasn't for Jimmy Uso interfering. Now, we all saw that coming. We all saw Jimmy Uso getting involved, especially considering the fact that he got involved in Cody's match earlier that day. So yeah, we all saw it coming. So he did in fact get involved. He rung the bell, distracted the ref. Jey went after him, and that allowed Gunther some time, capitalized on the distraction, and won. They are clearly setting up Jimmy versus Jey at Mania. Most of us saw it coming because Jey and Jimmy have talked about wanting to have a singles match at Mania before.
Before our career is done, man, like that's me and his go-to. That's my number one, dream of happening. Me versus him at a WrestleMania.
Wow.
So it was an ending we saw coming, but ultimately it was very good, handled well, and it set up the Jimmy and Jey match for Mania. But why did I want to talk about this match? What's going on here? Well, WrestleVotes, a very popular Twitter account in the wrestling community, he provides pro wrestling coverage, insider sources, and breaking news. He tweeted on Monday night that the 13,000 in Anaheim for Raw tonight were getting a heck of a show, it seems. So folks were wondering what the hell that meant. And then later on, after the main event, they tweeted this: "Hearing an interesting story that we hope to follow up on with more tomorrow. Sources state there were multiple people within the company under the impression Jey Uso was winning the IC title tonight on Raw. I'm told that as late as 6 p.m., this was the direction on various show rundowns within the creative and digital departments." Okay, so WrestleVotes is pretty reliable. They have a pretty solid track record. So what does this mean exactly? What's going on here? Folks, let's be honest here. There is no way in hell Gunther was ever dropping his title tonight on Raw. Gunther is walking into Mania as champion. We can all agree on that, right? Jey was never winning. He has a scheduled program with his brother. Jimmy has been costing Jey opportunities left and right. We saw it with the tag titles. This was always the creative direction. Jimmy versus Jey at Mania. What is happening here is that Triple H is trying to fool the dirt sheets. There are rats, there are moles backstage, and they're constantly leaking information to the internet. I love what Paul Levesque is doing. If people are going to leak to WrestleVotes and Sean Ross app, etc., then he's going to toy with them. He's going to send out misinformation backstage to mess with the internet. If it got out that Jey Uso was winning the title on Raw, then people would be more likely to stay awake and watch the main event. It's brilliant. It's very hard in the wrestling business these days to keep secrets. Everyone has sources. Everyone wants to know everything. So if people are going to leak stuff, if you're going to have rats and moles backstage that can't keep their mouth shut, then please, by all means, use it to your advantage. Send out misinformation. Make them go crazy. If you don't know what's misinformation or not, if you don't know what's reliable, then it's gonna be better for the fans, because some of these people who have connections backstage, they're going to be less likely to leak stuff because they don't want to come across as fools when what they say doesn't come true. Keep it up, Triple H. Keep it up. Keep sending out misinformation. Keep trying to fool the moles backstage. It's going to be better for us and the fans. If the dirt sheets and leakers keep missing over and over again, they're going to be less likely to tell us what they know because they don't want people calling them out for being unreliable. This is good news, okay? Jey Uso was not going to win the belt under any circumstances, okay? We know that. Gunther was never losing the belt on an episode of Raw, okay? This was Triple H trying to work the dirt sheets, and I applaud it. Keep them guessing. Keep them not knowing what's coming. What are your thoughts, guys? Do you like what Triple H is doing? Do you want him to keep sending out wrong information backstage? I do. I mean, this guy is even trying to work the digital department. I love it. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.
Kip up!